Welcome back, everyone, to the cinematic and cutscene tutorial series. So last we left off, went about explaining a bit more in detail what the sequencer editor can actually, do and whatnot. So today, the long-awaited let's actually do something part. So first things first, what you guys are going to need to do is, since you probably have your master open, is we're going to actually have to come out and make some shots. So what we do is we left click anywhere inside of our cinematics folder and go under animations and select level sequence. All right, so once that's done, name it whatever you want. I'm gonna call it something easy enough, so tutorial shot 1. So I'm able to find it. Save all. Yep. All right, so remember, you guys, even though you might be saving your level, you won't be saving your shots. So you got to continuously save the shots themselves, or save all. It's up to you guys. So once that's done, we're gonna go back into our sequencer over here, and inside here we're going to add a shot track. All right, so what this thing does basically is it will allow us to put in these shots. All right, so once our shot track is in, let's add that shot that we just made. So tutorial shot 1. Okay, and now we have our shot, right? So what we want to do is, I got it at 500 ending, and that's maybe a little bit long, but whatever. Let's just drag it out so it's in its entirety. The whole shot within the master will run to 500, all right? But if you clearly see right here, I can't really zoom much. Can I? No, I can't. So this red line, okay, we're going to go and fix that. And if you start seeing that in places, that's because the shot itself you're going to have to edit. So double click on your shot. It will open the shot itself. And if we ever want to go back, there's a little breadcrumb right over here to go back to our main master shot. All right. So what we see here is that red line that we have is right at the 150th mark. So what we're going to want to do is inside. So let's Control G, and let's go all the way to 500. Okay. And then with this guy over here, let's just hit that little M button that we had before. So this guy, okay? And that right there is going to end that shot. So if we go back, that little red line is now over here. All right? So now that we have a shot to actually work and edit with, we're gonna have to actually animate something. So what I decided to do quite easily is stay in your normal viewport. Have both of these. If you have a second screen, put this one on the second screen. But nothing will happen here until later on. Okay. So just don't freak out that this one's not moving or whatnot. Okay. So let's stick in this one here. And inside of our viewport, let's add a cinematic camera. Okay. Don't be adding a normal camera. This guy has a couple more features that will help us with the sequencer. All right. So first thing, let's just plan our little shot. So maybe I'm gonna have let's take it in and come out of the window. All right. So sounds a little mundane, but let's go about doing it. So you can move your camera just like any other actor quite simply. Or if you right click and right over here, Pilot Cinema Actor 1. And now you're technically, if you just move around, you are moving your camera. All right, you are right here, it says piloting, and you can exit out of it. But I'm just gonna come in and maybe give it let's give it a good look like that. Okay, so our shot, we're all happy with how it is and whatnot. So down here, put your scrubber, make sure that it is at 0. And if you guys don't remember, the go-to is Control and G on your keyboard. All right, so let's put this to the 0 mark. Okay, now it's there. what we're going to want to do is add our camera to our shot over here. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is scroll up here and actor to sequence. We're going to add this guy to our shot. It'll give us a bunch of nice properties, but before I actually set him, because we're going to have to put his transform to tell him like where he starts, okay, is I'm just going to come here and change a few of these properties. Now you can go about changing a few of them if you want. I'm going to keep most of them as is. The ones I might be using the most, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to use the custom lens setting and put this to I think 30 by 12 usually. Whoa, what are you doing, buddy? Okay, maybe not. What did I do? Okay, let's just my custom one's not working. Whatever. Just use like the drop down, hit 30mm prime f whatever 1.4. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that to me right now, but whatever. The other thing is you can come out and start putting like different focuses on things that you want, because right now you can see like this window is kind of like out of focus, so we can like move it manually, and you kind of start seeing that my some objects will come in and out of focus the higher you kind of go, right? So what I want is to get this frame, I want this object to be in focus. So what we can do is hit this little eyedroppy thingy and click it right on the actor. Now you can only do this in your viewport. You can't do this inside of your cinematic viewport. Okay, even if you go in position and whatnot, it won't allow you to like, oh, now this one's not working. That's weird. Huh. So I can. Sometimes it doesn't want to do it for me now. Huh, that's weird. Okay, now it's working. Anyways, so I want it framed right on this window, and I like everything else. I'm good. We're gonna come down here, and on the 0 mark, make sure you're on the 0. You can come and hit this little plus button, or press S on your keyboard. S, like snake. All right. So, sorry. Once we got our frame, our keyframe right at the 0 mark. Now this basically is gonna say to the camera, this is where you start. All right. So I'm gonna come out of pilot mode. Okay. And now that I got my frame, that's exactly how I like it, and I want it that at frame 500. So let's go to our 500 mark. Or actually, let's split in half. Let's go to the 250 mark. Okay, let's just add a little something. So at the 250 mark right here, now let's move our camera. I'm gonna move it locally and just pan right out. Let's keep going with it, maybe to about like here-ish. Yeah, so see how everything kind of booyah. Okay, so once you're happy with how far you want it to go, just hit the S again, and now it'll create this line. Okay, so if you take your scrubber and you move it, it'll move. But of course, we haven't told it to do it in here, so when you actually do like a play, it won't move. Okay, so let's set that up right now, and I'm gonna come back here. So now that we have our camera kind of doing a nice little movement, let's have like let's have him like pan, but like the other way. Okay, so by frame 500. Right, I want him to like, yeah. Let's hit the E. Give him a, whoops. I'm still in. There we go. Let's pan him like this. Okay, it's gonna look weird, but I don't care for tutorial purposes. And then again, just hit the S button and it'll give this like curvature. So you can see we can have a lot of maneuverability with Sequencer. It's really a fun thing to play around with. So once that's done, again, nothing's happening in here. So we got to tell it. We basically see tutorial shot 1 has no camera. There's nothing here. So it doesn't know what to use. We just have to tell it now. So over here, we're going to add a camera cut track. Okay? And with the camera selected, add camera, cinema actor. All right? And now, if we come back here and we press our play, well, now we have the whole thing kind of happening. And if you guys want a little trick, just hit the when I'm in this viewport, you just hit the game view, and there you go. So there you have it. We've made one shot. I'm going to leave it here. This went a bit longer than I thought, but I really wanted to get through a lot of this material. So next one, we're going to go out and actually add maybe like the neighbor, add an animation to him, and maybe even add our music and sounds. All right? So have fun building up your little scene here, your little trailer cutscene cinematic, and we'll see each other next time to actually have a bit more in-depth fun. All right? Take it easy, guys.